Hello and welcome, my name's Arithen, and back in 2001, when yours truly was just a young, recently pubescent demon, there was a game so great, so incredible that it changed the way people looked at first-person shooters forever. I am of course speaking about the notorious, action-packed, aliens and yes, predator-filled game, Aliens vs. Predator 2. Shortly after its release, an expansion pack, AVP2 Primal Hunt, acted as a prequel to the 2001 game, and a year later the Gold Edition combined both games in one easily accessible package. In all three variants, you have 4 playable races to choose from: the humans, the predators, the aliens, and the Russians. Teams of each race fight to the death on a number of maps inspired by the film franchises and campaigns, or go at it solo with all-for-one death matches where the greatest hunter reigns supreme. These are the Predators, extraterrestrial sport hunters obsessed with honor and proving oneself to the greater hierarchy of their society, which, above all, demands respect, skill, and experience. In the game, these aren't your common online predators. No, these predators seek out their prey in the shadows, behind a mask hidden from the view of their unsuspecting victims, ready to strike them down when the moment hits, stealthy and invisible to the victims' families or friends to do unmentionable horrors to their bodies. Not like your online predators at all. What about those shifty aliens, you may be asking? A parasitic extraterrestrial species with acid for blood, hyper-aggressive attitudes, and even more aggressive forms of reproduction. What's not to love? Think of them as your friendly neighborhood xenomorph. They enjoy hugs, snuggles, and even more hugs. Commonly painted jet black with the ability to climb walls, pounce across the map, and... what's this? Xenos evolving.
Who's that Pokemon? It's...
Feeling frisky? Just play as one of 2 Caucasian-only females. May their pain and death perk your giblets.
Johnson, flight plan.
Sexalicious. Don't fancy yourself a female? No worries, AVP2 has you covered. You got your Chad Pitts, you got your young Carl Weathers, you got your suspiciously Aryans, you got your Yuroslav Tommy Lee Joneses, and of course, the twins, Pete and Repeat. Want more maps? Well, the modding community is massive and dedicated beyond belief, with literally hundreds of custom-made map designs to demolish the enemy team on You'll Never Get Bored. There are 3 separate campaigns, one for each race, minus the Russians, that detail an interwoven story from unique perspectives. The Alien campaign follows the events of an aftermath of a facehugger that was accidentally let loose, and as an alien, you sneak through a research facility, hiding from threats, and seeking out individuals who have strayed too far from the protection of others with the ultimate goal of founding and expanding your hive. The Predator campaign is all about the hunt. You play as a high-ranking member of your clan initially investigating a distress signal from a fallen clan member. A xenomorph infestation is discovered, and you and your clan members fight to claim the most dangerous targets as trophies. Likewise to the Predator campaign, as a Marine you are sent in response to a distress call, only to discover the research facility you were sent to has been taken over by xenomorphs. You search and rescue as many potential survivors as possible, and yes, you will see a few glitches along the way.
Weyland-Yutani Corporation lost contact with the research facility on LV-1201. We're here to find out why. Duke, what are we looking at?
A suicide mission. Hell, we're still short 8 soldiers and our synthetic after that last drop.
Yes, this game had it all. Guns, guts, glory, and a lot more guts. It had everything, except modern graphics, which made me wonder, what would Aliens vs. Predator 2 look like if it had modern graphics? Sure, I could have just played Alien vs. Predator that came out in 2010 to find out this question, except for I don't hate myself and all that life has to offer. So it was decided. I set out on a journey to remaster the game. Well, at least one level. At least one part of one level. And definitely not make it playable because I have no programming or game development experience. But what I could do was an incredible animation. Now you see, I've been learning 3D modeling for 7 weeks. 7 weeks. And sure, maybe recreating a game was a bit ambitious of a goal, but a great Bruce Lee once said, "A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at." And so I went out to reach my goal. with nothing more than a handful of hours in modeling experience and a heaping plate of raw, untamed blind aspiration. To be a great artist, you must market yourself and your talents. Who better to market my skills and projects to than the ABP2 community itself? So I joined an ABP2 community and told them of my flawless plan. At first they were apprehensive about my ambitious goals, and so I assured them by saying, "Don't worry, I'm a professional 3D'er." To start the project, I needed to decide which map I should remaster into greatness. And what better to recreate for an erroneously proclaimed professional artist than the heavily repeating interior of Auriga, a level based off the research vessel USM Auriga of the 1997 Alien franchise film Alien Resurrection. Would I create the level's spacious rooms, filled with creeping ventilation shafts to sneak up on your prey? No. How about the giant tactical mechs, in case any anime-inspired beastlies were to attack? No. I would do the far less imposing twisting corridors of Auriga, which consisted of 3 separate models, pieced together in a modular fashion, repeated, then rotated 180 degrees, and placed on top as a second level for ease of creation. Minimal effort, maximum effect. I would prove my lies true in no time. I also forgot to mention that I've never textured anything before, which may be why all the file textures in the build are bland and tasteless. After 9 grueling days of correcting mistakes and ignoring the terrible topology of my polygons, the task was complete, and here is the final result. Did I enjoy the experience? Yes. Am I proud of the end result? Unfoundedly so. Do I hope you didn't see the terrible issues that I was either too inexperienced to fix, such as a light shining through the walls, or too lazy to deal with, such as the polygon faces that led to nowhere and clipped through the other models? Or this ladder that looks like it wasn't textured at all, and this tail that breaks apart because I can't animate? Or the fact that I'd realized only after I'd rendered the 2001 title shot that I had accidentally modeled Sully's butthole? With the utmost of desperation, yes. But will I ever make a half-baked recreation of some other great game and erroneously claim that it's an improvement on the original design? You better believe it. If you want to see more 3D modeling adventures, tutorials, and other crazy things, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications for new content. This has been Arithen, and I'll see you next time.